Alrighty, welcome back, and today we're getting stuck into another one of my favourite films. I studied this one a few years ago and I just fell in love with it, as I'm sure many of you have, and that is, of course, Juno. Now, this is the great mixture of Michael Cera and Elliot Page, which, in my opinion, is a great coupling. And basically, what I want to talk about today is how this film allowed for the perception of typical feminine roles to be changed in the early 2000s, providing an idea of autonomy for young women. So I'm going to get stuck into the influence of gender roles, but before we do that, I'm going to dig into some of the history of this film. It was directed by Jason Reitman, and it was released in 2007. It's awarded various acknowledgements for original screenplay in and amongst the Academy Awards and Critics' Choice. It sits at a pretty decent 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and provides a difficult but heartwarming perspective into a young teen mum's life. Alright, so let's get stuck into some analysis straight away. So I want to first begin with Juno herself. The opening shot of the film reveals this sort of tomboy persona. The use of mise-en-scène through costume, with her baggy sweatshirt and combat boots, indicates a more masculine tonality, which immediately drives away from the stereotypical image of women. Elliot Pages acting within this moment further indicates this so-called unladylike person. The act of wiping off her Sunny D with her sleeve shows a lack of poise and tidiness that is always so expected of women, further combating the patriarchal standards. The free-spirited and unique personality of Juno is again indicated by the mise-en-scène in regards to set dressing when we see her bedroom. The scattering of various posters, knickknacks, and of course her iconic burger phone indicates her personality from the get-go. This is then starkly contrasted with her phone call with Leah in the same scene, whose room is dressed with frills, vintage cabinets, hints of pink, and a crazy amount of posters of men. This indicates that Juno doesn't feel the need to fit into the male gaze within this film, separating her from the expectations of society. Honestly, for me, Juno represented a girl I wanted to be, unique and quirky, someone who knows her worth, making me inspired and other women inspired to embrace who they are, and that's what I love about this film is Reitman really empowers uniqueness and difference in women. The gender expectations are, however, reinstated by Jennifer Garner's character Vanessa and Bateman's Mark. Vanessa and Mark are an attempt to symbolise a happy couple, with Vanessa being poised and put together and Mark basically being a music nerd. Vanessa makes many attempts to become a loving mother and a dedication to the possibility. Yet, her wealth and job positions plants the idea that working women can be invested in successful mothers. In doing this, Reitman empowers motherhood and indicates the balance of relationships that encourage female success. Marital relationships are also explored through Juno's parents, Mac and Brenda, in which Mac represents a generic working man and Brenda, her stepmother, represents opportunity for new relationships and connections. Throughout Juno's pregnancy, Brenda ensures that Juno remains healthy and does what she can so that her stepdaughter is comfortable, including altering Juno's jeans so she continue to wear them. When an ultrasound technician makes condescending remarks about Juno becoming pregnant, Brenda staunchly defends Juno and criticises the technician for having a narrow-minded attitude, showing an idea that women support women. Overall, this film encourages new ideas for the role of women in society, specifically in 2007. At this time, women were still expected to take the majority of domestic tasks and family responsibilities, while also working outside the home. In 2007, only 75.7% of US women had work experience or worked all year round, and women's employment was still concentrated in certain industries, and they were also often underrepresented in many other areas. Ultimately, Jason Reitman wrote Juno to encourage the balance between gender, and he ultimately empowers women throughout the course of the film, and that's something that I really admire in this film. It's not like a crappy attempt at trying to show that women can do things. It's a very, very simple, very easily relatable story that can resonate with a lot of women, and that's something that I love about it is its simplicity and sort of commonality within society. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today, because I do love Juno as a whole film. There's so many other things I could talk about, but the indication of gender roles and sort of expectations of women and sort of empowering female people really stands out to me, and it's something that I honour about this film. So if you'd like to hear more about Juno, let me know. But that's all I have for today, and thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and whatever else, comment, recommendations, anything helps my channel. I would love to show more about my love for film. And yeah, so I hope you have a good day, and thanks for watching.